Alright, Sid. Bring it down.
That's more like it.
That's a bigger sword. Ooh. That did it. Okay, hold on. The heart of the mother crystal. What if that's what's absorbing the ether? And just over time, the ether as it gathers crystallizes, like in the ethereal sea. So these could just be constructs from Ultima or from the Fallen that just over time, as civilization rebuilt from some great war or something, just these giant crystal pillars formed, and then people began to like worship them. So whoever built these could be Ultima. I mean, that makes sense. Doesn't look that different from, gets the same color scheme as Ultima's creatures, thralls. It was just the leftover remnants of an ancient civilization. What does that mean for the story? I don't know. That's just my thoughts right now. Let's see where this goes. It kind of looked like it was built by someone. Oh. Well, we might get some answers right away. Oh! Sid!
Sid!
Oh no. That was unexpected. Ultima? Is that you?
Ifrit, I need Ifrit.
That is a
Come to me.
big
I
creature.
can't do this without you.
Is he the one's talking to us?
Not again. Where are you?
No, Torko, watch out. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so we don't get a new entry. Okay, so these creatures are coming out. So the mother crystals might be being used to seal Ultima and her armies. And prevent these portals from like the void. If we're gonna go with 14 terminology. Whatever realm they're in, from getting into our realm. Oh no. We're gonna destroy them. Possibly let Ultima's creatures flood into our realm, and all chaos is gonna break loose. Okay, that's my theory. Oh no. Where are we now? I don't recognize that.
Where the hell am I?
Whoa. Nice job, Ramu. That glass effect. That's crazy.
I've been here before.
Typhon has been repelled. Something shall not go unpunished. Typhon. Dominant.
You again. Where are you? What do you want? Fuck. It's still alive.
This is Typhon. To fight this thing. Inspiration. Look a little different to other bones.
I don't answer to you.
Unless it's just because we're in a wider area. That's not that different either. Maybe should have saved that for the real fight. We'll get there.
By the flames. Can't take much more of it. Better already. Not this time. It's over. Found her. What else can he do? Garuda, lend me your strength. Too slow.
No. It's got removed staff. He's free.
That power isn't yours.
Let's take it from him. Give me Ramu. clay.
But this is mine.
This music, I love it. Are we getting a full priming? Yes. Icon fight. I'm ready. What are we doing this time?
I remember now. I had a fire. I had it breathed!
Embodying Ifrit again. Melee ranged, evade, jump, ability mastery is shared with Clive. Oh, so we get all of our abilities. Backdraft. Press triangle after executing a fireball burst. Iconic version of Clive's magic burst to perform a devastating melee finish known as backdraft. Oh. Wildfire. Circle to sprint over and extend the distance. Hold to lengthen sprint duration. Can change direction. Other abilities be confirmed on the abilities tab. Right, so we have our melee combo. We have our aerial combo. We have our fireball. Our charge fireball. We have our fireball burst. We have our backdraft. Jump, stomp, dodge, precision dodge, swift recovery. Oh my goodness, heat rush. There's a lot of abilities all of a sudden. Pyro assault. I mean, it really is just all of our normal abilities though. Burning fate, wildfire, and firelight. Okay. Oh, we get a set number of like special potions. Fireballs are so strong. Dodging like wildfire. Use elbow holding circle. An effective method to avoid Typhon's wide-scale attacks. Oh no. Good stagger. Good stagger. Thousand damage. Okay. That's how we're doing it, huh? That's all Typhon's got. Tell me there's a phase 2.
It's done.
Promise to take it. Oh, okay. Not a phase 2 against Typhon, but a phase. Oh,
How many more could there be?
phase 2 against 10 Typhon. Oh.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, man. This is crazy playing as Ifrit. I would have never guessed there would be a Final Fantasy game where I'm just Ifrit. A lot of hands you got there. Gentlemen, Lordship. Music is clean.
As you wish.
Let's go. Nothing the transgressor. Okay. That's fun. Play this game. Oh. Oh no. Oh, it's fun. Thought I got hit by either of those. I don't have the bug there. I was right. Hellfire! I have the power of the Hellfire! What a game. Rude. Are you every other Final Fantasy protagonist ever? Let's finish this. That'll do. Three 500,000 damage. No big deal. Typhon vanquished. Ooh, we leveled up. At level 25. 200 combat points. Reduces Flames of Rebirth cooldown time by 12 seconds. That's huge. Okay. Oh, that's also an epic accessory. Okay, so real quick. I'm wondering. So there are the 8 icons. What if they're created by the Fallen to defend the realm and defend the Mother Crystals? And over time, that shifts and changes, and that's not really what they do anymore. But we know that we are a 9th icon, a 2nd icon of fire, and that we're kind of getting our power from this mysterious force that keeps appearing, and as the crystals get destroyed, it seems like it's growing in power now. So what if there's a second set of 8 icons that are like Ultima's icons? We have the Fallen icons, Ultima's icons, 8 and 8. And in the past, they fought in some giant epic war. And we're kind of unleashing them. So there could be a second icon of every element that is like an evil or corrupted version of whatever the Fallen did or whoever created the original 8 icons. That'd be pretty cool. Wouldn't mind seeing that. Need more answers. We don't work for you. You don't know, you little bro. And we're back.
Clive.
We were out for a while again. Sit office.
Well, enjoy your nap.
You're wounded.
This, it's only a scratch. All right, the hole.
We'll find you a healer.
Here. No, you won't.
Oh no.
Smack the
Now we shall become one.
I know who you are. And if you think I'm gonna let you have him...
Ooh.
Think again.
Ooh. Nice job, Sid. Your purpose. Okay, it dissolved just like the aether creature. There's a connection there. There has to be. Oh, Sid. No.
One left. That'll do me.
No.
Try not to talk.
It's too good to be true.
Clive,
It couldn't last.
for so long, I thought I had all the answers. But then I met you. And I learned it wasn't a good death we should be fighting for, but a better life. It's all very well, a man reclaiming his fate. But if he can't choose how he meets it, what's the point?
The number of dominants are just
So,
getting diminished by the day.
I made a choice.
Oh no. We're gonna take her this
Don't do this!
We just touch a dominant, we take the power?
The rest is in your hands.
How did he know how to do that? Oh,
Crystal's blessing is a prison, Clive. And if it's an outlaw the world needs to help it break free. Stop. Please. I can think of none better than you.
can't take any more right now. Place in the grand.
In ashen grip, let ember glow, to kindle flames anew.
For what has he been up to? What was that incantation? We'd lose an ally just to get a new one? Or is he gonna just leave us? Oh no. We have an entry. Okay. Mark.
I'm sorry, Clive. Had I arrived but a moment sooner.
Oh.
Do you remember me, boy? I saw you protect them. That was very brave. I know you're there, Ultima.
It is Ultima. Oh my gosh. This is real. We live here.
You have learned our name. What else have you learned, Phoenix?
My travels have revealed much about you and your ambitions. I know that it was you who tore me from my brother. And I know that it is his power that you seek. But know this. If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
Let's go, Joshua.
Very well.
Breath of mine ancestors, fill these lungs that I may dispel the songs of suffering.
A disturbance.
We'll leave. My brother alone.
How is he that powerful? What?
This
has
is
he
getting
been up
us
to?
nowhere.
We agree. No more games, Phoenix. We have come to claim our vessel.
And I said no.
These flames are nothing. You will know what it is to burn.
So unsettling.
Yours is a fleeting form. I'm not fool enough to think I can harm you. But to protect my brother, I don't have to.
I am here for this. 100%. What's up in the rhythm? Oh my gosh. It is. I can't. So many thoughts.
These are not flames of destruction.
Have you forgotten already who I am?
Absorbing Ultima's power? Oh no, that's not going to end well for him. Oh,
Just
Joshua.
try and get to my brother now. Fiend.
Wait, is Ultima inside of him now? Oh no. We can't be around Joshua. Honestly, that's not as destructive as it could have been. I'd be terrified, but... Stars in the sky. So much just happened. Oh my gosh, we're not done. Meanwhile, it's Hugo. Oh no, the hideaway. No. Oh, it's gonna be the time skip, isn't it?
You hurt me! He must be here. Must! Fail, Lord Cook again! Find Sid! Are all fucking dead! Sid, help us! Where is he? You'll do! Bastard!
Gab, we've got to go!
Not without this!
Sid is not among the dead. Shall I send a Stolas? That won't be necessary.
Whoa. Titan just popped in.
Fuck me! Where the hell are you, Sid? Where the hell are you?
Oh my. That was interesting. Costis, the Mackin
The
Republic.
finest silks from the master weavers of Randalar. Come, come.
No time
feel its
skip yet.
softness.
Chocobo
Make a nice
steaks,
gift for your
chocobo
wife.
sausage, all from greens-fed farm birds. None of the old courses you'll find elsewhere. Here, take a bite.
I've got peppers and peas, beans and beets. If it goes in a pot, I've got the lot.
Calmatives, curatives, restoratives,
Look all you like, sir.
ointments,
It's all
poultices.
fresh.
Calmatives,
Picked this very
curatives,
morning.
restoratives, unguents, ointments, poultices.
Kosnis, town located in the rugged northern reaches of the Dalmatian Republic. It was once a thriving trading post. The coming of the Blight is served to both discourage travelers as well as drive off longtime residents. All that now remain are refugees fleeing from elsewhere, black marketeers who prey upon them, barely enough soldiers to keep the peace, or rather, to pretend to, and not being bribed to look the other way. Okay. Assume we're hunting down Titan now.
Calmatives, curatives, restoratives. Unguents,
Going-
ointments, poultices.
Full Assassin's Creed here.
Might I interest you in a potion, milady? Perhaps a soothing salve to ease the aches of the road? I'm sorry. I wish you well, but may the mothers guide you. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives. Unguents, ointments, poultices. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives.
Oh, it was the time skip. Dang. I mean, I did say it. Yep, that makes sense. Medicine Girl gets an entry. What? Orphan Girl pays for bread by making selling medicine. What's the point of that? I mean, I guess she's coming back at some point. Alright, 5 years later. What have we been up to these past 5 years? We haven't been separated. So Ultima was potentially being contained by the mother crystals, and we've been setting him free, but Joshua absorbed him, so now Joshua's the avatar of Ultima and the Phoenix. And we kind of know he's alive, but I assume we can't interact with each other, because why was Joshua hiding to begin with? Curious. Tree of the Realm 878.
It's good to see you, Sid.
Operating under the name Sid.
What have we learned?
Okay. That's interesting.
The bearers are locked up in an old courthouse on the edge of town. And I hardly need tell you who is there to make sure they stay that way.
Kupka's private guard.
It's a trap. And not a very good one at that.
Another?
Does
What does he
Mark
hope to gain from this?
I'll have the captives free before nightfall.
You do nothing of the sort. Our comrades didn't give their lives for you to get your throat slit in a god's-forsaken slum.
So those in the courthouse should be left to suffer.
That's not what I said. I simply meant it doesn't have to be you who frees them. Damn it all. You're as stubborn as the old Sid was.
New Sid. Same as the old Sid.
Just don't say I didn't warn you. You're Sid now, and if anything happens to him, we're finished.
We have remove powers. That's a thing. New
Please, we don't know anything.
We've explored pretty much all the north, so I guess we're going to be spending a lot of time in the south now. We're Sid. We have removed. So we are actually down to 6 dominance now. Garuda's gone. Ramu is gone. Phoenix is back on the table. As far as we know, nobody else has been defeated.
You have to believe us. We'd help you if we could.
But you're helping us already.
We,
Forgive him, my lord. He
have
did
a
not
rebellion?
mean to offend.
Quiet, you!
No sign of Hugo.
I'll wager he thinks as highly of his minions' traps as we do.
Then this should be easy.
Don't hurt us. I beg of you.
Quiet means quiet, branded scum.
It's going to be all right. I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
It's him, the outlaw. Sid's here. Come on.
New Sid
Summon the
forward.
others. The bearers.
Safe.
Power of Thunder. 5 has claimed a portion of the icon Ramu's essence. Tuning with Remove not only changes the elemental aspect of 5 magic spells, also allows access to several new iconic abilities, such as Thunderstorm, with Rain's Love and bolts down on all nearby enemies, knocking them back. Yes. Use feet. Blind Justice can be used to launch a barrage of ball lightning at up to 9 targets by locking onto them. Temporarily remain affixed to target, can be ignited by striking it. Yeah. This is our last form though. Fangs of Ruin. Okay. Other ability is Pile Drive. Nice. We get to alternate between all 3. I mean, could be crazy, but it seems like we might get sick, right? It makes sense if this formed a full circle. Especially since I can only go up this side, but I can go all the way out here. No way, that's so many abilities. That's crazy, if that's actually true. What else do we have here? Lightning Rod. Get a ball of lightning upon being struck. Gains lightning to other nearby enemies. Interesting. And Judgment Bolt. Massive damage to a single target? Okay. Oh, how do I? Oh, we're getting there. Let's get 2 more abilities. That makes picking abilities a little bit easier.
Outlaws in here! Bring me his head!
How many are there?
Arena to try out all these abilities.
Titan sends his regards.
Enough of this! Let him play with the kitten!
They brought a pet.
Alright.
You'll pay for what you've done, Sid.
Those things are fast.
We'll have to be faster.
Pretty good stacker. Messing up. Not bad. Take a lightning shard.
To hell with this!
They'll tell Hugo.
Let them. There's been more than enough bloodshed for one day.
Murderer. All of our friends are dead because of you. Do you hear me? They used us as bait. Bait to lure you out of your stinking hole, all because you couldn't just let things be.
What are you even doing here? We never asked to be saved. Did you think we'd thank you? They'll never forgive us. We're all marked now.
For 5 years we fought to secure a better life for our kind. To see that we are treated as equals. Do you not want that?
What we want is to be left alone. Every time you show your faces, it is we who suffer.
It's all right. I'm sorry.
Just leave us be. This is our home, and this is where we'll stay.
Sid told us this wouldn't be easy. They'll come round.
If you say so.
We should go.
Kinda crazy, we have such a small party. 3 of us. And it's gone. The only one that's gone. I still see 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Interesting. What happened to the Imperials? Why have we not taken down any of the other mother crystals? 5 years. We're still at the hideaway, even though Hugo turned into Titan and destroyed it and knows exactly where it is. Amongst the unfading remnants of ambitions long forgotten, do Clive and his companions forge a path to a better tomorrow. Okay. Bunamir, Central Door.
That night 5 years ago, we destroyed what for many was a symbol of hope. For a reason they'll never know. We cannot blame them for thinking us the cause of their misery.
Did it stop the blight? That's what I'm curious about. Like, I assume so. Makes sense, but was it right?
Oh, it's to give them a better tomorrow. They see only that we've made their lives harder today. Yet the boil must be lanced if it is to heal.
I can't help but wonder if we've made the right choice.
When Sid said that he wanted to create a world where we were free, free to choose our own path. I honestly don't think it mattered to him if that choice was right or wrong. Only that it was our own.
I miss him.
A world where we can live and die as equals. That's what he wanted. What we want. And that's why I bear his name. It's why we've all chosen to bear his legacy. And I'm not going to let anything stand in our way.
Rides over, lovebirds. Home, sweet home.
Toggle! Oh, look at us. Now that is an airship. A hideaway. It's a little bit harder to get to. A little more secretive. That makes sense. I think we can be okay here. And a whole new base already. Okay. Home sweet home.
Otto was asking after you. Let's go and see him.
Never a dull moment.
Last I saw, he was in the mess, as always.
The Karen reference makes more sense now.
Welcome back, Sid. Finish with that log so we can call it a morning.
Otto will want to know what happened in Cosness. I expect he'll be in the mess.
Look, it's Sid.
Staying long this time?
Try lighting her up. Okay. What do we spend our points on? I do want to bolt at some point. But I think I want to. I don't know. I have used Rising Flames nonstop. I think upgrading that makes a lot of sense. So, aerial really fun. Rising Flames for now. Okay. Alright, let's get a layout here. Alright, there's the lift, here. Boarding dock. A mess. Oh, map room, bunk. Atrium and Haven. There goes back around. Place is big. Kieran's Toll, Ale Hall. It's our Freestone, Orchestrian, Blacksmith, the Wall of Memory.
As hither yon dance autumn winds atop the rotten pier. Of Sid's return the faithful sing across the blighted mere.
I guess we can look. The world map does seem to update. The blight doesn't really look like it's spread. Hasn't receded either. Okay.
Have we any more Welcome back, Sid.
Interesting.
How am I getting on? Ah, about
Wonder
as
what
well as
that
you'd
does.
expect of a barmaid pouring sour ale for penniless outlaws in the middle of the Deadlands. And it'd be worse than that if Molly here didn't make the best stew this side of Stonehair, even if it is mostly just yesterday's leavings. Don't tell her you heard that from me, though.
I don't want to buy around for everyone.
Don't be a stranger, Sid.
Just
What
order
can I
a
get you,
drink.
Sid? Shout if you need topping up.
I have no idea if we'll need our gift or something. Oh. We'll buy around for everyone.
Keep
too.
your mug handy.
We are Sid now. Interesting.
Clive?
Oh, nope, we're sometimes Clive, sometimes Sid. Fair
Same
enough.
for you, dear.
Another upgrade. Take 11 bolt. From heaven on high, far did his bolt fall to deliver justice. Iconomachy, Book of Lepin, 420.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. That it?
That's all the upgrades we can get.
Fine.
Right. I did what I asked.
Back, are ya? Things here ain't too bad. Nah. Well, you figured because I haven't. Still. Good seeing ya.
Look, Sid. Squeaks wants to meet you. I can't keep him, can I? Can't I?
Hi, Squeaks.
This plank will have to be
Really, half the crates were lost to bandits. Charlie says I can't go and play until I finish this.
No one works longer or harder than our Otto. You can scour the whole of Storm and Ash, and you won't find a better man.
Lady Tyre is performing a delicate operation and must not be disturbed.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Both longingly look up at the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
How's my Moogle doing? Oh. This is gonna be my side quest board. Vivian.
I trust I'm not intruding.
I know.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
That's gonna be.
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
Oh, history lessons, let's go! Finally!
Long
This
though
is what I
Sambrek's
wanted.
dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the twins.
I really thought they were gonna collapse.
The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
4 nations remain. Of the 6 we started
You were
with.
born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh,
This is
dark clouds
getting
are wont to
interesting.
gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured.
Real quick. Let's see what we got here. The fun. I love anytime they bring up a map. I love those type of cutscenes. So interesting getting the lay of the land. of Thrones. Who will survive? Who will endure? After Sid fell and his hideaway was reduced to rubble at the hands of Hugo Kupka, Clive took on both his predecessor's name and role, becoming the second Sid the Outlaw and leader of the re-established resistance. Together with the other survivors and their new recruits, he continues Sid's mission to emancipate bearers and rid the realm of mother crystals. Honestly, more people survived than expected, which is good. Established under the leadership of Clive Rosfield, who took on the title of Cid after his former leader's passing and Titan's destruction of the old hideaway, here a community of like-minded individuals from across the realm has gathered to build a place people can live and die on their own terms. Like its predecessor, it is built within fallen ruins deep within the deadlands of Central Storm. Decidedly unlike its predecessor, however, it is located in the center of a lake, Benumir, across whose waters any invading enemy can easily be spotted long before their arrival. Scholar and strategist makes her home in the hideaway, analyzing every shred of information that comes in from the wider world in order to divine the dispositions of the realm's army and those who lead them. She offers her insight to Clive. He might better understand the lay of the land. The moniker Nine Tails, of which she herself is fond, gifted her by fellow scholars, recognition of her ability to speak at length on almost any subject.
And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even. Right.
That we're going to be
Return
getting
this
world
volume to
updates
old
through
tomes in the
this
shelves.
route. This is cool.
Tell him it was adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
And how may I assist you today?
We can just view the state of the realm anytime.
I admit.
She's here. Stay safe.
A far more reputable fellowship. My beloved homeland. Or at least, it was. Allow me to educate you.
Let's do it. State of the realm. By speaking with Vivian in the Hideaway's map room, Clive can view the state of the realm and learn more about the current goings-on in Valsithia. Revisit any of the Nine Tails' past lessons, or take a deeper look at the relationships of those individual in Clive's orbit. I love stuff like this. Oh, the little pickle sprites. So cute.
Once more? Very well.
Okay. Whoa. Okay, so we have lessons, we have a situation.
One must understand one's place in the world.
Okay, this is even more involved than I expected. You can view a detailed overview of current and past events relating to Clive's story that updates as you progress through the main scenario, cycle through pivotal milestones in Clive's adventure. Wow. We're not as far as I thought we were. Oh, the timeline. Okay. Brazilian marches to Phoenix Gate by Stillwind. Conduct the rite of Ancestral Communion. Clive, Tyler, and Wade. Edwin Marsh. We can get details from there. Wow. This is so much more involved than it needs to be, and I love this game for that. The Knight of Flames. Holy Empire of Sanbreek. Invades Phoenix Gate. Okay, we're gonna be here a little while. I'm definitely going through everything. And the Night of Flames happens. Clive is taken captive by the Empire. Oh, we even have the... I didn't even notice the summary at the top. In his word of deaths of Rosaria's leader and dominant reaches the Iron Islands, they invade, encountering little resistance on the road to Rosalie. Not to be outdone, Sanbreek launches an invasion of its own, driving the Crusaders from the shores of Storm and incorporating the duchy into the Empire. Following Clive, drafted into the Imperial Legion, survives the tragedy of Phoenix Gate, only to be forcibly recruited into the Imperial Army and spirited away to Sanbreek on his mother's orders, not returned to his homeland again for many a long year. Occupation of the weakened duchy from the Imperial Army. This is so helpful. Like, especially if we're taking long breaks. Sometimes I'm so bad with names that this is great. Territorialization of Rosaria and the Boiling Crusade. Drake's Breath. The Iron Kingdom invades Rosaria. Ultimately loses to the Empire. Many years, 5 years? How many years? 13 years later? Infiltration of Nice pedophile. Okay, we're not gonna read all of it. This is crazy. Okay, so Men of the Fist from Damakian Republic. Okay, so the Iron Kingdom is over here, but they launched an invasion here? And this is where Walud, who's over here, didn't help them. That is helpful to see that. Where's Nita? Then to Care Norvent. Clive and Sip's temporary alliance. Royal Intelligencers. Go in through Lost Wing. They retreat to Waluid. After Benedicta falls, we escape. She's after Garuda. Take Garuda down, return. And then Sanbreek and Waluid fight. The Strait of Otha. War of Conquest, defense of Sanbreek. We run into the army, King's Fall. through Martha's Rest, through East Pole, get back to Phoenix Gate, return to the hideout after East Pole, is massacred by the Imperial Army from Rosalith. We go on a little journey. You go with the men of the Rock. Take out the hideaway. We take out Drake's Head. The Mother Crystal, upon whose wings did Sambrique ascend to geopolitical supremacy, towered over the holy capital of Oriflame. In the year 873, it fell at the hand of Cid the Outlaw. But also, I guess not quite meanwhile, a little after that, former capital of the Holy Empire, Sambrique, after its mother crystal was destroyed in an attack by Cid the Outlaw in the year 873, decision was made to move the throne and her armies south to the Crystalline Dominion, regardless of whether or not the Dominion citizens approved. Oriflame has since fallen gradually into decline, having lost the Mother's blessings and all the benefits it brought. Their army moves to occupy the Crystalline Dominion. It was a once independent state straddling the continents of Storm and Ash. Capital Twinside is built on the tiny Isles of Ark, from which Mother's Crystal Drake's Tail rises. After Drake's Head was destroyed, Sambrique declared Twinside its new capital in defiance of the long-standing non-aggression treaty. Controversial, the move, carried out by Prince Dion's Knights Dragoon, proceeded mostly unopposed due to the Dominion's lack of a dominant of its own, to which to intimidate the interlopers. Thalin, which gets us to, also Clive returns to the hideaway to find it in ruins. Devastated by Hugo Kupka and his minions, he refuses to let Cid's dream die, however, rallies the survivors behind him, eventually leading them to build a new home in the heart of Bunamir. The realm still reeling from Cid's destruction of Drake's Head, Holy Emperor Sylvester sees the Crystalline Dominion's neutrality treaty cast to the pyre. Forces quickly overwhelm Twinside's defenses, securing the city as the new capital. And we have our hideaway. Okay, so as it stands, clouds over storm. Sambrique's conquest of the Crystalline Dominion is complete. But while the Domecian army amasses near the Dominion's border, their dominant Hugo Kupka is rather more interested in tormenting his own nation's bearers, all to ensnare Cid the Outlaw when he believes murdered his love. They're still occupying there. Sole surviving nation Ash, Waleed has its capital at Stonehere, homeland to the motherland of Mother Crystal of Drake's Spine. The Empire's incursion into Crystalline Dominion prompted no immediate response from the king, who appears to be biding time and considering his next move. What else is happening right now? Nation formed from the Federation of 5 smaller states. Dominant Titan is obsessed with finding Cid. Co-opted the soldiers of the realm had them commit a series of atrocities in an attempt to flush him out of hiding. Pursuit of Cid. They move on Costney, which is where we just came from. Okay. So while we waiting for a response, Sambrique has made their new capital, still controls Rosaria. Iron Kingdom has been pretty quiet. Titan is committing atrocities. They've not made a move yet, but they might be moving into Rosaria soon. Interesting.
I have the details here.
Right, in the Grand Cast, here you can view a detailed visualization of character relationships that updates as you progress through the main scenario. L1 and R1 to cycle through pivotal milestones. Clive, dominant, puppy, the puppers. Look at how majestic he is now. The Ward of Rosaria. Doesn't look that different after 5 years. He's the leader of the new hideaway. Or is Clive the leader of the new hideaway? Makes sense for it to be Clive. Okay. Wow. This is crazy. What is this? Oh, where's the... We didn't get to see Ambrosia at all. Look at how many names are getting added. Oh no. Alright, where do things stand now? Margrace. Joshua Rossfield, dominant of the Phoenix, former heir to the ducal throne. Joshua was thought to have died at the hands of the second icon of fire during the disaster at Phoenix Gate. However, he's very much alive, traveling the realm even now. His true identity hidden by a heavy cowl and assumed name, that of Lord Margrace. I assume there's some meaning in that name. Clive Rosfield, or Sid the Outlaw. Shiva's dominant. Adolphus. Adolphus lost his life to a beast from the beyond. Okay. Helpful little tidbit there. Passing the title of Sid the Outlaw on to his protege, Clive. Otto, Gav, and all the hideaway people. Titan's dominant. Odin's dominant. Waluigi. So, our little outlaw group has 2 dominants. Mekian has 1, Waluigi has 1. Lord Commander, nothing new. Benedict is fallen. Garuf is fallen. Barnabas, nothing new. Ultima, otherworldly being that Clive encountered in the inner sanctum of Drake's head. He addressed Clive as Mythos before attempting to merge their consciousness. I did not catch that that was supposed to be a name. Okay. Mythos. Clive was able to summon the will to resist the creature before Joshua returned from the dead to imprison it in a cage of flame that he sealed away in his own heart. Bahamut dominant. The Holy Empress. Annabella. The Emperor. High Cardinal. Tiamat. Okay, that's so random. Why is Medicine Girl here? Medicine Girl's the biggest mystery in this entire game right now. Zarya. Not in a good state. Alliance. Brenda Sid and later Clive. Martha. Isabel. Okay. Dude, if we could meet up with Joshua. Would have 3 of the 6 remaining dominants. on one side. Wow. Zoom in is nice. That's such a cool feature. I don't know how much I'll use it from here on in.
The state of the realm
that's
is
so
ever-changing,
cool.
Clive.
I love that. Okay. I'm sorry, I got absorbed into that for way too long.
I learned something new. You'll be the first to know. Now off you go.
Okay. I wanna... Oh, that's Clive's chambers. Okay. I assume we'll head there. I wanna see what that thing is. What happened to our lore buddy? I thought that was going to be the new, like, lore thing, but it's not quite. Oh, we're going to talk to him now. Never mind. Harpo crates. Let's go. Oh, look at him.
Hippocrates.
Hippocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Already? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive? I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
Level 3.
There is a rather fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you.
New entries. International pact made at the dawn of the present era, in which such matters as the treatment of bearers and the establishment of a realm-wide currency were laid out. From the basis of much of Felicithian societies that stands today, including the branding of bearers and their status as non-persons, also put in place the universal calendar, making a symbolic fresh start for mankind, albeit one which put magic users at a crippling disadvantage. Fear and uncertainty reigned in those early years following the sin of this effect. Not wanting to further incur the wrath of the heavens, The few who survived the fall took to wandering the land, spurning magic and staying to the shadows, so they lived for decades. Okay. Ooh, I love little bits like that. That's why I read these. One man, however, grew tired of this life, if it could be called that, after bidding his companions farewell, climbed a grassy knoll overlooking a forest of beech and alder. Here he gathered a pile of rubble, used it to build a humble shelter in which he spent the night. The next morning, however, instead of abandoning his work, as was his people's wont, gathered more rocks, adding to the structure, till the shelter had become a shack. This he continued for days, weeks, till a shack had become a home. Following the sins of Dizamix, fear and uncertainty reigned, and there was wrath from the heavens, with few who survived the fall, with a capital F. And it made them afraid of magic.
Tomes?
Some dominants have the ability to call upon a part of their icon's power to summon a ward, and I am impervious barrier that no magic nor matter can cross. However, its maintenance requires a continuous channeling of ether through the summoner's flesh, taking a heavy toll upon them. The larger the barrier, the greater the burden. Some animals, including chocobo, have a natural resistance to the effects of ether, one of the many reasons the birds are so beloved across the twins. Ancient dragons. Now let me go back here. Unlike bears, beasts seem to have developed little ethereal tolerance. It is not uncommon to encounter a Akashic beast in the vicinity of aether floods. Wild beasts are sometimes tamed by humans used in warfare. Soldiers of Sambreek having a particular fondness for those descendants of ancient dragons. We know there are ancient dragons. Vessel. The name that the being known as Ultima gives to Clyde appears to be synonymous with the mythos. The name by which Ultima addresses Clyde appears to be his title for the vessel for limitless power. That he means to make use of the young Lord Marquis, but to what end he requires such a thing only Ultima knows. Seemingly drawn to the destruction of the heart of Great Ted, Ultima emerged from a tear in reality wearing the skin of Typhon, a withered and wizened colossus, and drew Clive into a space between worlds, wherein the ethereal entity might test his worth as a vessel.
Okay. Did you learn everything you needed?
Never gonna read everything, but still picking up helpful bits. Little pieces here and there.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a stolus. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Have blood on it.
And what can I do for you?
Increases limit break generation by 6% when taking damage, 3% when dealing damage. Automatically charges magic spells. Maintain charge until cast. Interesting. What limit break generation? Probably.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. Is that all?
Probably more helpful than buying around a veil for everyone. Definitely want to equip the Flame of Rebirth one. Limit break. And I want to where's the reduced gambit? No, that's increased damage. Fine. That looks good to me.